Hi everyone, I haven't posted in a very long time, so I hope everyone is doing fantastic. So today I've been thinking about something, and if you can relate to this, then I would love to hear your experience down below. So I've been thinking that I've been trying to do a lot of things. I've been trying to do a lot of things maybe for other people, or I've been trying to pursue goals of mine. I've been trying to do a lot of different things. But there's always this feeling that something is missing as I go about doing that, as I go about accomplishing the things I want, giving away the things I want to give away. Again, to people, to jobs, to all that kind of stuff, right? We give a lot of things away. We give away our energy, we give away our peace, we give away our physical stamina, right? We give so much of ourselves away, or we give away in relationships, things like this. So we, all the time, we are taking things from inside of us and we put them outside to try to fulfill certain roles we have to fulfill, or to try to please certain people. So a lot of the time we give away that energy when we don't even have it. So we kind of end up depleted with like 1% of our energy left, and we do that constantly, like daily, and then we wonder why we are so tired and so exhausted and so unmotivated to really go after anything that we care about. So I realized that if we're doing that, if you're doing that, it likely implies that you feel that lack, right? You feel like there's just something missing. Like it doesn't matter what you're pursuing or what you're doing. And I'm not talking about feeling like there's no point to what you're pursuing. You might still feel like there's a point. You might still feel kind of intrinsically motivated to pursue it. But at the same time, you feel like, am I just giving away so much of myself for these things to the point where I sometimes even forget why they're so important, and what the point of anything really is, of what I'm doing. Like I know there's a point, but I don't really have that same passion about it. And I think, again, if you're feeling this, it probably means that you have certain needs that need to be met in your life. Okay? Maybe instead of being in that kind of high alert, constantly doing things mode, maybe you need to enter your more receptive mode and start taking in and start, because if you don't enter that receptive mode and if you need to receive something from other people, like receive the support, for example, if you don't open up yourself to that, you're not going to receive it. And so it's your responsibility to do that. And then other people, although they don't have responsibility to do this for you, to do anything for you, other people will be drawn to offer you what you need if they are at their giving energy. They are at their own, they haven't depleted their capacity to give, and they want to give things to you. They want to be your emotional support. They want to be there for you, all these kinds of things. And it comes from a true, genuine place. They have that energy. They have it. Okay? They haven't given all of it away to other people because probably maybe they're meeting some of their basic and important needs that maybe you aren't. And that's why you feel like you're giving so much of yourself and you're like, what is the point? Because you're not really feeling nourished. You're constantly giving things from a depleted cup. And it doesn't matter how much you love the things that you're doing. Like maybe you love your job, for example. You love something you're doing, something you're pursuing. You're really passionate about it. You really want to do something, achieve something. You might feel that, but at the same time, again, you feel like there's something missing inside of you. And that starts to show onto everything that you do, onto your interactions, the quality of the work you do, all of that just starts decreasing. It starts diminishing, right? And really you're getting diminishing returns back based on the effort that you're giving. You're giving so much of your effort, you continue to give and give and give and give, and then nothing actually returns back to you because you haven't actually nourished yourself and you haven't really filled your gap before you can pour again. So this is kind of a vague concept though, meeting your needs. So, and it's also a bit vague for me, like I kind of know what that is for me, but still it's still very all over the place, not really understood. And your needs could be anything like rest, anything like having other people do things for you, for example, if you're always doing things for other people, or just taking it easy, just letting your mind rest instead of thinking about stuff and trying to be your best and trying to do all these kind of things. That is kind of my thing, because I've always been the kind of person that wants to do her best. And it's like, I can't do my best when my needs are not met much at all, right? You have more needs for social connection, like real, true, genuine connection, something like that. And those needs, if they aren't being met, you're not going to be able to give your best. And not only will that again give you diminishing returns on what you're actually trying to do, you're also going to feel empty, depleted, and like, I'm just doing things on autopilot. I'm just doing things that I'm used to doing. Like I'm used to waking up every day and doing my work, or I'm used to waking up every day and whatever, doing the same boring shit I've been doing, or having the same shallow connections, or doing so much for people, or whatever. So again, your needs could be anything like that. And usually, in fact, almost always, it's traced back to your childhood if you want to take a much deeper look at that. So for example, for me, I realized that for me, likely filling my own cap will mean just letting myself have fun without thinking about what that is going to lead to, what kind of result it's going to lead to, or being around people more and prioritizing replenishing myself socially and actually being around people that I can enjoy myself with and I can have fun with, and not have a filter on with. That is kind of my need, because I don't think I wasn't really social as a young child. Definitely not social in the way that would have nourished me and made me feel good. Instead, it made me feel the complete opposite. So you can think back to your childhood, maybe something that you couldn't actually meet, a need you couldn't meet in childhood because your parents didn't give it to you, or your peers didn't give it to you, or worse, you received the complete opposite of what you really needed. And if that's the case, it's going to be even more intense for you. Like, yes, I've been giving everything away to people. I need to start receiving more. I need to step into more of a receptive kind of state in my life, or in more of a doing nothing state in my life, whatever, right? So you can start with the basic stuff that you can tell and you can feel in your body that are more obvious, maybe like needing rest, or your mind might need rest, that kind of stuff. And then you can also think about the deeper stuff by going back to childhood and thinking about what was it that you needed back then that you just couldn't get. Maybe it was more appreciation. Again, maybe it was more socialization. Maybe it was more having fun instead of just doing everything just to achieve a result. Something like that. What was that need? Or needs, plural. Because if you're giving away, again, from your empty cup, which we say a lot, we say that a lot, right? We use that phrase a lot, but I don't think most of us understand what it means to fill your cup. Because we might focus on things like self-care and stuff like that, which is great, but the deeper stuff is where, meeting the deeper stuff, meeting the deeper needs is where we're really gonna end up being in a position where we can give and feel good giving it and kind of feel realigned with what we're doing, rather than thinking, what is the point of me doing this? It's important, but I'm still not feeling it that much. Okay, so I hope this video helped. If it did, do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.